Ranking the best corner at every price in Madden 24. We are back here with another position group going best player at each price range in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. Now we're going to get this one started like how we always do with a free option. For free, I do think you have some options. I could potentially say JC Horn, if you did do the headliners house rules, you could technically get him for free. And that is the best option you can get for free. Again, JC Horn, but he's 85 speed, 86 acceleration, top in physical stats in the game. He does not fit every scheme though. If you want to run man coverage in this game, 72 man coverage, too low. He does have the physical stats to sometimes keep up with players, but that man coverage is extremely low. He is a zone cornerback with 84 zone, 80 press as well. Also has 81 play rec. I think in certain schemes, he's absolutely perfect as a zone coverage corner. Again, those physical stats, the height, the zone, the play rec, all great. Now, if you do not want JC Horn, there's two options for a man coverage corner. We have the free field pass Jalen Ramsey, which just as a base, this card isn't great with 82 speed, 81 acceleration, only 83 man coverage. But if you can get him upgraded to right here, and I believe that's around level 15, maybe wrong on that, he gets like a bunch of +1s and you can get him up to an 85 overall. That's where he starts to become pretty decent. But again, this card, I would say JC Horn is better than him. Now, if you want an extremely balanced CB, if you're willing to upgrade your team captains to a point where you can get Rondé Barber to an 85, he actually is not that bad, man. So max ratings right here, his play rec is in the 80s. He has 84 man coverage, 85 zone coverage, and also right here he gets a lot faster as well, 84 speed. So Rondé Barber all in all can be a really great CB for you. And honestly, he's been manned up a bunch to my point man and bunch. He can really do a lot of great things for you. Now I know we're still talking about a free option right here, but there's one last card that I want to show you that again you could potentially get for free. The reason why I'm not that high on this card right here, Kobe Durant, is when we take a look at all the headliner players, right? You could get Isaiah Likely, you could get Reed Blankenship, you could get Elijah Vera Tucker, or potentially this card right here. So all of those cards, in my opinion, are like top end at their position. And Kobe Durant, not bad at all. When we take a look at his max ratings right here, he can be up to an 85. And how you get this card is just by leveling up in the headliners field pass, and you get front page tokens and you can upgrade these guys. Again, potentially two 85s. Now this card right here would have 76 man coverage, 86 zone coverage, 80 play rec. So again, more of a zone coverage CB, and also would have 85 speed, 87 acceleration. So him and JC Horn can really do a lot of great things for you in a zone based scheme. But if you're looking for a man-to-man corner for free, I'd go Rondé Barber. Now, all right, that covered a ton of free options. Now we're going to go the best corner between 1 coin and 10K. So the corner I will be choosing right here, I don't think it's going to be a surprise to anyone. I am just going to go ahead and go 80 overall Derek Stingley. He is an absolute budget beast, coming in at an 80 overall. And the thing I love about him is his top end physical stats, right? He's 6 foot height, 85 speed, 84 acceleration, 85 agility. And when I'm targeting cheaper players, that's what I'm looking for. A little bit lower man, a little bit lower zone. What I can't deal with is having like some really trash CBs and then people just lob streaks over my head to Tyreek Hill, and then I'm just screwed over, right? I really like this Derek Stingley. I also think that man coverage rating, maybe it is his physical stats, but I swear I've seen him put like top end best receivers in the game, including someone like Devin Hester, in a cage. Like man coverage in this game is super inconsistent. I know that, but I'm just saying I've seen Derek Stingley do it. And yeah, I just think he's your best bet for only 10,000 coins. Way more of a man-to-man corner, but again, those physical stats, he can also be great for you in a dollar type of scheme just as a blitzer. So from Derek Stingley right here, we're going to bump it on up to 30K because I think he's better than all these 81s right here. Now, when we talk about like people around 30K, we get some pretty interesting options. I think Rasul Douglas plays really good, but the person that's literally right around 30K that I really like, Asante Samuel Jr. right here. I just really like this card's balance. Now, he does not have a good press. And also, I could see you saying, hey, I'm just going to use Derek Stingley over this card because he has way better like physical stats, of course. But 82 speed, 84 acceleration, this time 78 play rec, but 80 man coverage, 80 zone coverage. He could do a little bit of both of playing man and playing zone, something that every card we covered so far, besides like Rondé Barber, really couldn't. So for around 30K, I think Asante Samuel is your best bet. 5'10" height as well. I would just avoid pressing this card, and I think he can do some really good things for you. And then if we bump the budget on up to 40K, I really like Charvarius Ward right here. So Charvarius Ward, 6'1" height, so has some pretty good height, 83 speed, 82 acceleration. There's one rating on this card I don't like, which is 74 agility, but he also, once again, this time 80 play rec, 80 man, 80 zone, 80 press. Even more balanced than Asante Samuel Jr., and I feel like he's not going for a lot because he's not a big name. game, but I actually think he can play a little bit better than his overall. And I think he could surprise you with how good this card can play. And I think for 40K, not a bad price for this card at all. Now we're going to the next tier of cards. This is going to be for right around 60 to 70K. And I already touched on JC Horn. He's a great option right here too. But the person I want to talk about right here is his headliner brethren right here, Martin Emerson Jr. New headliner card going for around like 67K. And when we take a look at him, right, 6'2" height, has that good height, 84 speed, 86 acceleration. The play rec is not in the 80s. That's the one thing I don't like, but 84 man, 80 zone, 82 press. The height, the physical stats, the man, the zone. I really like this card, and I think him and JC Horn, I think you can use him and JC Horn and you can have a lot of success. And for 60K, I think him and JC Horn are absolute steals. Now, this is where we take a major step up. So I would say from like 60K to 150K, Martin Emerson Jr., JC Horn. Now, when we take that next step up, there are some really good options. And for 150K, give me a Caleb Evans every single day of the week. This card right here is absolutely amazing. A Caleb Evans, again, 6'2" height, 85 speed, 86 acceleration this time. Has really good play rec with 84, 85 zone coverage, 75 man. So he's not really a man-to-man corner, but he is an absolutely great zone coverage corner. So it does depend on your scheme. Like Martin Emerson in certain schemes, going to play better than this card. But I think a Caleb Evans is really good if you can take advantage of that zone coverage. He's one of the better zone coverage corners in the game. And for 150K, I think he is your best bet. Now, from 150K to right around like 200, 220K, he's your best bet. But once we get to that 220 range, this man right here, Sauce Gardner, is amazing. Again, this does depend on your scheme though. If you got his pre-order card, he's also amazing too. I would just run his pre-order card. But 6'3", 195, 84 speed, 84 acceleration. This time he is a man-to-man corner with 85 man, 85 press, has 82 zone coverage with 83 play rec as well. I also think, man, like him and another card we're gonna cover, they just get crazy animations because of their height. Like he's able to like extend an arm and like swat corner routes that these shorter guys just can't. And I think he again is one of the best corners in the game. And there's a reason he's going for 200K. Now, this is where it gets super interesting because these three corners are so good, man. It's hard to not include all of them on the list. And I'm not going to have AJ Terrell on this list. I'm really not a fan of this AJ Terrell card. If you can afford these guys, get these three guys because they are the three best corners in the game. And the one that I'd say is probably the worst out the bunch, which is just crazy because of how good this card is Tariq Woolen. I think the big thing is that 6'4" height, 85 speed, 84 acceleration, amazing zone, amazing press. And that man, when you use this card, I feel like it feels like he has damn near 90 man coverage. I think he's still great in a man coverage scheme. And what I literally just said about Sauce, he's able to like swat some stuff that the shorter guys can't. Now, the last two cards we got right here are Richard Sherman and JC Jackson. We have the best zone corner right here with Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman, 86 speed, 6'3" height, 83 acceleration with 80 man, 90 zone coverage. That is the threshold. Like 99 man coverage, going to play the exact same way as 90. Also has 83 play rec with 85 press as well. He can play man. Like, don't get me wrong, he can play man, but also right here, the best man coverage corner in the game, JC Jackson. The one thing I'm kind of a little bit iffy on is that 5'10" height, but has 85 speed, 87 acceleration, 87 man coverage, which with the green man-to-man strat card and a coach strat card, you can get him up to 90 man coverage, which is ridiculous. Also 86 press, 84 zone as well, 86 play rec. He can play zone. Don't get me wrong. He can play zone. He is just the best man-to-man corner in the game. But yeah, y'all, this has been my thoughts on the best corner at every single price range in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. If you enjoyed this video, you enjoy content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date with the best cards in Madden. Now, if you want to see me use some of these cards live, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. We have been grinding the streams over there, so I would greatly appreciate that. Now, if you don't feel like heading over to Twitch and you want another video to watch, you enjoyed this one, so you'll enjoy this one too. I rank the best tight end by price in Madden 24.